Welcome back to Ohio Esports. I'm Kavanaugh. This is Will. Today we are watching what?
We're watching a good game of Overwatch is what we're watching.
Apparently a quick one because in chat we're seeing right now one of the teammates for Toledo today has been hoping for a quick game. I'm going out here today with Ghost Will as we are going on to watch this game. It's supposed to be a pretty quick one. I think Toledo's 0-10. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people keep calling them Owen. But it is what it is. But now we have another person join us here today.
Oh, hey.
After a little bit of an odd transition, a little bit of a whatever. Will, you got tatted up really quick.
Yeah, I know. I got covered. I got all kinds of stuff.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah,
it's a good
bleached
look.
Your beard as well.
I tried to, yeah.
Whole new look. He's just trying to look better, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we do have, as his name tag suggests, Coach Pat.
Nice to be here. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to sit on the desk with you, chat about Overwatch.
That's good. Chat a little bit. We will. We're gonna have a little bit of a question and answer little series going on if you want to do it. Production,
yeah, let's do it.
Production kind of started off. They had a couple odd questions. We're gonna go over those real quick. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So, what bank do you use? What's your first, middle, last name, social security, name of your first pet, mother's maiden name, and then the street you grew up on? If you could just shoot off those real quick for me.
So Lifeweaver seems pretty cool. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty interesting support
I'm sorry.
character.
Once again, that wasn't me. The production team,
yeah.
they were really on my back today about getting those questions answered.
Totally. Yeah.
Landon's offering $10 to sabotage the team today. Is that enough? Coach, what do you think about that? What do you think about what we just saw?
We'll have a conversation with him after.
We'll
have a chat with him. Yep.
Gotcha. So let's start off broad. Who is Coach Pat?
So my name's Pat. I'm the president of Bobcat Esports here, but I've been playing Overwatch and just competitive games in general for the past 15 years. I used to play semi-pro Halo, and then I kind of fell in love with Overwatch, got involved with Ohio Esports here, and decided to help these guys hopefully get to a playoff victory here really soon. We got tonight against Toledo. Playoffs are coming up tonight against Toledo. Next week we have Northeastern. And then we're pretty much a guaranteed seed, as you can see on the standings here that are coming up. We are guaranteed a seed in the playoffs, which is incredible. This is the first time that we've really fielded a real varsity program in the program's history. So we're super excited. I'm super proud of the guys. Getting plugged in, getting locked in here, and playing some really incredible Overwatch. We've had some great opponents, but our attitudes have been great. Our improvement's been really great. So we're super proud of the guys, and we're ready to go to playoffs.
That's good. So, give me kind of the roadmap of your way into competitive esports. What was the game that got you into gaming? What was the game that was like, oh, I really like game. This is what I want to do a lot of.
Gaming in general, I think, started with Kingdom Hearts. If we have any Kingdom Hearts fans in the crowd, Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically. I think we've got a couple Kingdom Hearts fans. But the game that propelled me competitively was Halo Reach. I played that, toured around the Ohio area, playing competitively. I was on a team, I was sponsored, et cetera. And then kind of left esports for a really long time, went to go work, did a bunch of different things. And then when I came back to university, got plugged in with Ohio Esports, found the incredible program that we have here, and just locked in and really found a home here. So I'm hoping Halo comes back at some point in the future. I pray for the rise of Halo at some point. Unlikely to happen just in the immediate future, but I'm hopeful for someday we see a resurgence of Halo.
Those might be unanswered prayers, unfortunately, but I'll be praying with you when it comes to that. So, semi-pro Halo, right? How was that experience as a whole? Is that helping you kind of, because you're a veteran in terms of the esports org that we have here at Ohio University, because this is our first year in this arena, being everything like that. Did that really kind of help you set up with the club, especially in the past couple of years, and then the varsity teams we have now?
Yeah, definitely. I think just being a competitor in general really helps you. High stress environments, being able to plug yourself into a really, really intense situation and perform is a skill that's valuable anywhere you go across your professional career, across your esports career, your gaming career. Being able to put in a high pressure situation and execute what you're supposed to do is a valuable skill, right? So I did. I found avenues, I guess, or approaches to take the club side of things and wanted to get involved in leadership here and being able to lead and have that high stress environment has been really, really positive for me. But I wouldn't really be here without being surrounded by incredible people that make this whole program happen. Our broadcasting team, folks like you, Cav, who are here, day in and day out doing broadcasting. We have our players. Like, it's not just me; it's a whole program that runs and operates this thing, and it's really a testament to the dedication and really talent that we have here. I think from front to back, we're stacked. We're kind of stacked here. So
I think we were talking before the stream. You said you have 20 officers in this in the Bobcats Esports program alone. That's a huge number. I think some of the other clubs I'm in maybe have 20 people. So it just kind of shows the size and the reach as an organization that we have. And you stand at the very tip of top of that pyramid. How is it with all these little officers and this delegation? So many games to take care of, a whole arena to be with. Is it how busy are you with the esports?
Yeah, pretty busy. I think less so now that I'm graduating. I'm going to be graduating in April, but honestly, it's really not as busy as you would think because I am surrounded by people who do their jobs really, really well. If I was here at the top, running the whole show, this place wouldn't be here, this room wouldn't be here, nothing would be here, right? So I surround myself with people who are really, really, really talented at what they do, and it makes my job easy. It makes their job easy. We're all in it to survive and thrive and build esports here on campus. So, it's not a one-man show here by any means. We're a team here for sure.
That's good. So you mentioned graduating. I gotta ask, are you, with how involved you are with esports, competitive esports, basically for, you said 15 years, are you trying to find an avenue into your professional life to go into esports?
I'd love to. Yeah, I definitely love to. I think we have a huge alumni network that works in esports. I'm thinking like Adam Epicella, Bob Morris, folks at Esports Engine, Ivy O'Shaughnessy, a lot of folks that work at Esports Engine, Matt Benson at eFuse, even local places here in Columbus, in the sort of mid to southern Ohio. A lot of folks working in esports that are from this university, from this area. Esports is a passion of mine. It's not something that I showed up to school wanting to do or even knowing that I could do, which is kind of insane, being able to show up to a place thinking you're going to do one thing and then all of a sudden not doing that thing. Our players are breaking out. I'm not there to break them out, which is why they're clapping. They don't have to deal with me. That's why they're excited.
Yeah, tonight, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Tonight there are no coaches officially because I'm taking you up here. We have Dylan playing for the team here today, so it's just
true. Yep.
It is maybe playing Dylan doing the IGL, maybe Zach kind of taking control of the team here, but it'll be interesting. Yep. No coach. Both y'all took other opportunities, took other roads here today.
Yeah,
we kind of go into this Toledo game. There he is right there, Dylan the Diamond Muck, even though he's not Diamond anymore. I think he's above Diamond now.
I think he's above Diamond.
But he was really proud of that Diamond achievement. He made it his Discord name, but he is hopping on to the DPS role, if I'm correct.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. Right. So Lucas is sitting out tonight. We have a Dylan Diamond Muck, Dylan Muck. On the damage roll, and then it's funny because right towards the end of the season I made a big push to try to place and get ranked as high as I possibly could. The man on your screen right there, I am higher ranked than him, which if you can believe that. I know it's ridiculous. Can you believe that? I'm higher ranked than one of our bros. Not this guy though, not this guy. This guy's insane. This guy's the best player we've ever seen, so no, but we're gonna mix it up a little bit here. Oh my God, that's terrifying. We're gonna mix it up a little bit here. We're gonna try a couple different strategies. We're gonna have some fun. Currently, we're sitting, I think, what are we, 9-2 or 9-3 or something like that? I'm not sure exactly. I can't recall our exact score, but somewhere around there. 8-3, 8-2, something like that. And I know, something like that. But Toledo,
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can't either. But Toledo, there you go. Thank you.
We'll get pulled up for you.
Yeah, Toledo, as you can see on your screens right there, is 0-10. So we're just kind of having a little bit of fun. Both teams are kind of taking it easy. I think we're more invested in just having fun today and necessarily working around strats. We're just more or less going to have some fun, try some funny things. Just enjoy our time. Toledo's in the chat. They just want to have fun, enjoy their time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have fun. We're not going to take it too seriously. We're just going to enjoy our time. So that's kind of the plan.
Yeah, pretty much. As we said, Toledo kind of knows the position that they're in late in the season. So they're kind of coming in like, all right. I don't know if you said chat, but they're ready for a quick game. They're asking us if we're ready for this quick game. I mean, we are, but I think Ohio University is really going to try to take this opportunity. I think we're going to see some off-rolls, Coach. You know anything about
Potentially.
that?
Yeah, so depending on how some of the games go, some of the guys had expressed interest in trying some different characters on some different roles, so we'll see. No coach back there, no one to kind of bring the hammer down on them, so, we'll rely a lot on Zach to kind of steer the team. He's our in-game leader. He's our highest-ranked guy, so he really kind of steers the ship from an in-game perspective, and we really rely on him to kind of form strategy. So tonight you're going to probably see some Roadhog. You're probably going to see some Doomfist from him. Probably going to see some silly picks here and there. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I won't be back there to chastise them if they start throwing. So it'll be up to them to kind of make things happen.
Yeah, no one back there to hold the reins, make sure they don't go too far. So we'll really get to see how fun Ohio University Esports can have, how much fun they can produce out of this game.
Can have fun.
How much fun.
Yeah, they can have fun.
As a sound of a defeated man right there. We should be slowing in pretty soon. We're starting into Oasis, but in the meantime, Pat, you did mention earlier, we do have a new hero coming to Overwatch in about 7 days.
Yes, a week from today.
Week from today, Pat, you wanna kind of take over? Tell us what we got about our new man, Lifeweaver.
Yeah, Lifeweaver. So he's a very interesting hero, I think, overall. I think people, their initial reactions are that he might be a little weak, but I really think that from a very high level sort of gameplay, the level that we're playing, the level that your NEUs, your Ball States, your OSUs, your Northeasterns are playing at, you're definitely going to see a lot of Lifeweaver, I think, especially in the experimentation stage. I think he's very, very good, but he's not your main healer, right? He's not your Ana, he's not your Baptiste, he's not your Mercy. His healing is actually very low, his healing per second is very low, but his utility, the utility is really what brings him to a spotlight. That pedal lift that he has there, high level teams are going to be able to take advantage of that at every opportunity. And that pull, that kind of suck ability that he has, that 30-meter kind of grab, man, that is unbelievable for repositioning, ulting characters, for yanking your Reinhardt back to safety. I mean, that is really, really going to be used at a high level. So you might not see him played very well in your, silver, gold, plat, maybe even the diamond lobbies. But I think at a very, very high level, you're going to see some incredible plays from Lifeweaver. I'm excited to see what kind of people pull out with him. So, and you will be pulled off the map. I can promise you will be yanked off the map by a Lifeweaver at some point, probably several times. But yeah, that will happen. I'll be doing it actually. So
no, does ESC have rules in place for the new hero? Like, is it like a 2-week buffer to make sure the hero's not broken?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So how we kind of work with is when the character is available to play in ranked play, that's when we can play the character. So I believe Overwatch has a 2-week kind of gap. During that time, actually, the hero will be free to play, so you don't need to purchase the battle pass to play the hero for that 2 weeks. But after that 2 weeks runs out, you'll have to purchase the hero, and then we'll be able to play it in ESC. So.
Gotcha. So that's 2 weeks. That's literally the week of tournament. First week of tournament.
That will be the week of playoffs.
Is that going to be a really big wrench in the plan? I don't want you to give away too much, but are you really going to be worrying about Lifeweaver, especially once we get to see more about him in the coming week?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it depends on how well his kit is and how well we can implement him. I think we might plan for strats and stick to our play, but we'll have to see. It's a new character, a new hero, so there's a lot to discover.
Muck going on pretty early in the fight. We do have a little bit of a switch. We do have the original people playing on their original roles, but I don't know how much longer we will see that. High University is just playing the Roadhog, a little bit of off heroes. Aquasora has played Genji quite a bit in his time. He does have that, such a big pool. Muck gets res, gets a kill on the McCree. What's going on right now? High University just kind of just taking command at this point. I don't know what to say. It's just they look really relaxed right there. They don't. I don't want to say they don't look sharp because I mean they're winning this fight, but they just look really relaxed in their movements. Is that kind of what you're looking at?
Yeah, it's interesting too because we see from Toledo they're playing a pretty strong meta comp. Outside of the Moira, I think what they're playing is pretty strong. It's pretty meta. I think into the mirror we would also be playing probably something similar to this, but we're just kind of having fun today. So the Kiriko isn't really as strong. I think a lot of the time you see a Ana in play a lot of the time, especially into a Roadhog. You would probably see that Ana as well, just for the anti-grenades kind of synergy, the sleep dart synergy as well. But looks like Crazy Man is trying to go for a flank here.
Crazy Man G is waiting for his prey. He does get the bash in immediately. Uses his ultimate that he built up really quickly. Gets the Cassidy. Puts the Reinhardt right into the corner immediately. Goes for the Kiriko. Tries to hook him in with that. Loses his ability, but Ohio University almost a team kill. I think one person was left alive for the end of that fight. Another pretty clean, easy fight. I think Crazy Man G kind of took that fight by himself. Stayed in that corner most of the time. not doing too much, waiting, trying to get a hook off the edge, unable to hit the hook, using his take a breather to really stay alive and be so alive. Akasura using Dragon Blade. We'll see what we got going on here. Gets one, gets two. He got one from the dash already, so that's already 3 picks for University in the second, fourth, third fight, somewhere around there. But
somewhere around there, yeah.
It looks like we do have a random. That is a Moira trying to back cap and immediately phase right out of there, but no.
This could be a big stagger. This could be a big stagger if we chase the Moira here. Let's see if we can catch up to him.
I think University is just trying their best to. They are all split up right now, but they are not having any problems whatsoever. Crazy going to making his way back to point. Muck getting the kill. You has his ultimate available. Valkyrie is on the board. Kitsune Rush is as well. High University really just trying to get it. Crazy Man G has been trying to get that boop off the map all day, but cannot get it, and the loot gets it to their water goes down. Crazy Man G is down. It's 2-2. High University is kind of in a spot where they got to pay attention to get this fight. Earthshatter goes down. Did it get anyone? I believe it did not. Res come up from Slow-Mo. High University able to win that fight, even with a couple picks.
Yep.
I love the irony there that Crazy Man G trying to get a hook off the map all game just to get pushed right off the map by Reinhardt.
That sounds exactly like a Zach play. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The irony in that one was pretty ironic.
Yep. Speaking of Zach also, I believe he has a couple of friends on the Toledo roster as well. He's been kind of coaching them on the side a little bit, just giving them a little bit of advice from our scrimmages and from his own ranked play as well. So I'm sure there will be a little bit more trolling in this game than you might see in a traditional ESC game. If you see some goofy stuff coming out from Crazy Man G, it's just because he knows a lot of the folks on this roster. He has a couple friends on this roster. So yeah, that you might see that a little bit later. We'll see.
A little disclaimer that the BM you're seeing isn't too much BM because Crazy Man G does know these people, so that's makes it a little better. But we're now kind of seeing more of a switch Muck going on to the Soldier, Slow-Mo going on to his Ana with Crazy Man G onto the Reinhardt. Slow-Mo is an Ana person. I really enjoy playing Ana. I know he does as well, so I'm really glad to get to see him play and see how he does it. Almost a little bit of a thing. Another Moira staying right there. Crazy Man G already getting the Reinhardt of the other team going into that room and trying to get the Moira. Moira looks like faded out. Slow-Mo gets killed by the Sombra. Sombra's going to be a big problem for him to deal with the entire night. That is a big target for any Sombra is an Ana in the back line. Ana or Zen especially. Did someone just DC?
I don't think so. I think they're hiding. I think that's the play that they're going for right now. They're trying to hide from the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt looks like it scouted the Kiriko. Oh, wait, no.
But
I think we did.
I think someone did
DC. Yeah, so I think we did get a pause. I believe so.
I think that's...
I'll double check and make sure.
There's a yell right behind me.
Yep, I'm pretty sure we did pause.
Did someone DC? I can't hear me. I think so, because on the top right, it just only had 4. I think.
Yep. I think that's. I think it was just a pause, maybe a disconnect from a Toledo side. Oh, wait, maybe we're back in.
Yeah,
no,
you can see this top right. They're missing their second support.
That's all right. We can talk about the composition we're seeing so far from Ohio. So, we've got the Crazy Man G on the Reinhardt. We've got Dylan on Soldier. I don't know that he plays a lot of Soldier in a lot of his games. He's definitely a Sojourn player overall at a lot of the games that he plays. Nick Slow-Mo on the Lucio as well. He really, really enjoys playing Lucio. So when we load back into the game and you can kind of see our composition, this is more of what you might find in a traditional meta comp. A lot of folks are, playing Genji because he's, I think, pretty good. He's in a pretty decent state right now. I know Ryan's in a great state right now. I know Lucio's in a great state right now. And you can even see the more meta comp on Toledo's side, definitely with the Cassidy, pretty strong. So we'll see if we can get people loaded back in. Contest, I don't know. It looks like maybe one of the supports players from Toledo was the one that DC'd. So they're going to be behind a little bit in ult economy. But hopefully...
Are we just going to load them right back in and keep on moving? Is that kind of what the plan will be?
Yeah, I think according to ESC rules, they have like a determined amount of time to load back in, which I'm sure they will. After X amount of time, they get disconnected, and then that's a forfeit. But I don't think we'll take it to that level. We'll just wait for them to get loaded back in and
hopefully you can get it pretty soon. Hopefully it's not a major hardware issue. Hopefully it's just internet went out or something that they can get back here pretty soon. But it's taking a little bit of time, so it is worrying. Maybe they got to do a little full restart. They don't got the SSD. Got to wait on the hard drive to really do it. So that restart might be taking a little bit of time here. So you're talking about all these meta comps. What is the most meta? And since you're a coach, you know a little bit more than me. What is the meta? What What are you seeing everyone play? You were bragging about your high rank. What are you seeing in your games all the time?
No, not a high rank at all. Very, very average, I think, considering everything. But no, I think meta is definitely pretty flexible. I think there's a lot of heroes right now that are really strong. I don't know that you could really go wrong with anyone, especially in the support lineup. That's what I play a lot. Used to be like Brig was a pretty bad pick. Even Moira was a pretty bad pick. I think you can get away with a lot of them in a majority of these comps. Moira maybe is a little bit on the weaker side, I think, but every support character I think is absolutely playable in the current meta. From the tank side, I think you probably want to maybe avoid Zarya. Her cooldowns are pretty rough, and with a lot of the dive and a lot of the hit scan that we're seeing, she has a hard time taking advantage of her bubble plays. And with the prevalence of Sombra as well, a lot of people are playing Sombra. Zarya becomes a little bit harder to play into Sombra comps. And then from the DPS lineup, I don't really think there is a single terrible DPS, like unplayable level of DPS.
What about like a Reaper maybe? I know I haven't seen.
I think Reaper's totally playable.
Reaper's pretty viable.
Totally playable because I think a lot of teams will run Winston.
Viable. Are these are
right.
These are two different goals.
Yeah.
Is Reaper's playable? But is he viable as well?
I think so. Yeah, I think a lot of people are playing Winston in this current meta. I think he's very strong, especially with Ana. If you've played Overwatch 1, you remember this double bubble comp that was very, very prevalent where you would run Winston and Zarya, and you'd play Ana, and Winston would jump in, and then you'd nano in midair and kind of land. There's sort of a comp that's developed with that. Obviously, we don't have Zarya because there's only 5 people. But you still have this monkey dive nano kind of impact thing to counter that. Who's a great counter against Winston? Reaper. I mean, he's phenomenal counter against Winston. When you see Wrecking Ball, a lot of teams are still playing Wrecking Ball. He's had a series of buffs and a few patches in a row. A lot of people are playing Sombra, counter the ball, right? So there's a lot of this sort of back and forth that we haven't really had in a lot of metas in the past. A lot of the time it's been like you play this comp or you're hard throwing and there's no two ways about it. Now we've kind of seen a bit of a healthy balance in the game, which I really appreciate. I think it's a great sort of direction that the Overwatch team is taking things, keeping everything balanced, not letting one meta like goats or double bubble or double shield or something dominate. You're seeing a lot of that sort of a wider range of comps and heroes to play, which I really enjoy. Makes the game more fun. You're not stuck to one hero for 3 months.
You're able to flex and still be a pretty competitive, pretty viable composition. You're having a lot of problems. I've been eyeing this all chat. Muck asked for an ETA on return, and we got none. No idea.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
really
rough.
not concerned. I don't know what's going on, but I think we might be approaching that time limit. And
potentially, I don't know. If Toledo,
it'd be really nice if they had a coach back there.
That's true. Yeah,
have a coach make a decision about what's going on, but
Yeah, if Toledo's interested, we can always make a workworkaround. We can have somebody join from our team on their behalf or something if they just want to play. There you go. We can make it happen if they want to play. I think we're just kind of playing this for fun. A lot of these, this Toledo team hasn't, had a fantastic season. They haven't really been able to find that first win, that key win in their matchup. So I don't necessarily know how well they're going to, especially after that first point, really be able to claw back, especially 4v5. I mean, that's probably never going to happen in Overwatch, but
especially in Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2, losing to man is so much more detrimental, I feel like, than Overwatch 1. I think a 4v5 is so much harder to do than a 5v6. But
yeah, so we'll get a little bit of an update from Toledo. We'll see kind of what they're thinking, if their player has disconnected, or maybe we're just missing out on a patch, potentially a smaller, maybe like a club team could come in and replace. There's a lot of options. I just hope that they're able to kind of sort this out.
Hopefully we can get something going on.
Yeah.
Well, a couple questions off the top of my head. So,
sure, let's do it.
A lot of years of playing games. What's your favorite game? We'll start with any type, and then we'll kind of get more specific after a little bit. So,
okay.
Overall, any genre, FPS, third person, it could be single player, multiplayer, whatever. Yeah. Favorite game.
Man, right now it's a bit of an underrated game, and I always try to sell this game here in the arena as well. We actually have university accounts that you can play the game here as well, but it's a game called Hunt Showdown. I'm sure people in the room and people who are close to me have heard me talk about it, who've seen me play it. It's kind of like a Western shooter kind of thing. It's in that genre of extraction shooters, like that Call of Duty mode, DMZ, I think. It's like Tarkov. Yeah. It's very similar to those game modes. You load in with a hunter who's from like the late 1800s, so all your weapons are revolvers, bolt-action rifles, real old school, and scatter throughout the entire map. There's clues that you can pick up. There's AI enemies to fight, and then you kill this AI boss and then try to extract with their little bounty token that they have. But the PvP is really addictive. It's a lot slower than your run and gun Call of Duties, your super fast paced like Apex kind of battle royale type games, your Call of Duties. It's a lot slower paced. You know, if you have a single action rifle and you miss your shot, you got to stand there and load the rifle back in and cock the thing back.
Gotta,
push
it's
not
down.
musket. It's not quite musket.
Oh, okay.
No, not quite at that level. It's
is
close,
it smooth
though.
bore? Is it accurate, or we got?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not smooth. All right.
Yeah, I think they've done a lot of intentional research on the weapons in sort of the franchise, where they will do research on the weapons that they're kind of trying to replicate and then make them look and sound and appear very similar to how they would in real life. So that's really fun. It's very addictive. I think I'm pretty good at it. I like to think I'm good at it, but there are people out there who are much, much, much better than me. So it's not quite, I'm not the best of the best, but I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
That's good. Okay. Now I told you we're gonna get more specific.
Yeah, let's do it.
Single player. So that's multiplayer, right?
Man.
What's your favorite single player game?
That might be the hardest question you could ever ask me.
Well, you said you were a big Kingdom Hearts 2 guy. That's
I was a big
right?
Kingdom Hearts 2 guy. Yeah, definitely Kingdom Hearts 2. Man, that's tough. I mean, recently I've been playing like Witcher, trying to get through the Witcher games. I've been playing Deathloop.
Witcher 1, 2, 3.
No, just Witcher 3.
Just Witcher 3.
I've read the books.
A lot of game.
So, yeah, a lot of game.
Really?
I have read the books, yep. So the books and the games are like this to each other. They're totally different. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Deathloop.
Deathloop?
Yeah. It's so you know the people that make Dishonored? Have you heard of the game Dishonored before?
Dishonored, yeah.
So it's the same studio that made that, except it's a little bit funkier. It's got guns. It's kind of an interesting game, but definitely not. It's different for sure.
Oh, we're back. We got someone. He joined.
Potentially.
Drew joined the game. I don't know why it's not top right.
Yeah, well, I think it's got to update. Just take a second.
I think he might be put in right to spectator, and we got to toss him into Toledo's team.
Potentially. Yeah, we'll see if production can kind of figure out what we're doing.
Looks like they're getting there. Go to show lobby. There we are. Click it. Wait, no, it shows him on.
Oh, okay. We might need to do a restart. I'm not sure what we'll have to do there. Let's give it a second to figure out from the production side of things, but yeah. Just
a lot of banner and chat going on, all in good fun. But I just enjoy just sitting here and reading what we got going on. Competitive staring contest. Water's putting that out there right there. Yeah. Looks like we will be kind of hitting a restart right now. Can you go and just add a point to a team in the custom game?
I don't think so. As far as I know, I don't think you can do that. Again, I think if there's an opportunity for us to just like play one map out and just kind of maybe skirt around.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
we'll maybe just call it. Yeah. Kind of depends on what Toledo is willing to agree with. I think since they had a DC, we'll work it out. We'll make sure that we get it sorted.
Kind of their full. We're in this situation.
Yeah, well, things happen. DCs happen.
Things happen, exactly. But definitely somewhere they're going to have to be the ones to wait. No.
I think we're. I have
no idea how we got it up, but it is right there. We are on Ohio University, but it looks like the restart kind of gave Toledo the point, really. I'm not quite sure how or why that happened, but we are back into the action right now. Chris Manji just going around swinging on this hammer, waiting for something to happen. Maybe a pick from his DPS. Almost getting the Reinhardt right there. Reinhardt goes right into the back line. He's going to go down pretty quick.
Reinhardt. Nice.
Always got to be careful those charges as a Reinhardt, man. And look, we got the Earth Shatter. We're going to see an Earth Shatter come out. Aqualad gets 2 on the Sombra. Slow and Mach both go down. There's 1 DPS, 1 support. We just see a single solo ultimate Earth Shatter coming out from Crazy Manji. Crazy Manji is pretty low, though. He's got to worry. Aqualad trying to use EMP, but gets put down by the Fire Strike right before he put it up. University is having a lot of success right now, even with the 2 picks they had earlier. Crazy Manji is fighting for his life. Waiting, he's at 87 health, and he just Fire Strikes, get another kill. Reinhardt comes in for Toledo at a point where maybe he should have just waited for the team, but Crazy Manji tries to persuade him off towards the edge. Unable to do so. Does get the pick, does get the pin, and moving on. We do see Muck coming in with the visor. That will be, I'm assuming with the way Ohio University is playing, they're going to get an ult, they're going to pop it, because I don't really see him holding it for as long as they do. And he's on the perfect high ground for it to happen right now.
Man, how many times has that happened to you, where you click an ult and then you die as the ult is casting and then you lose and you throw your hands up into the air? Yeah,
today. I'm trying to learn Winston and Junker Queen, and I tried to use Junker Queen ult and I just died. And I was like, I just sat there like, yeah, I know I'm learning. I'm not gonna be the best, but even in quick play, man, I feel bad when I'm not doing good.
That is just the worst.
My bad, guys. My bad.
That's brutal.
Continue rush from water coming out, using the ability to keep his team alive. Reinhardt again gets killed by get another pin from the Reinhardt. I don't know if he got pushed off the edge or got pinned, but anyway, Crazy Manji able to use the charge to get another kill. High University, quick control point. Muck did use his ability. I did not see it, but his ultimate has been popped. Looks like it was kind of right there. Aqualad has been persistent in these hacks, really focusing on Muck and Slow-O at this point.
Yeah, based on that aim, I think that's why Dylan is the coach and not one of the starters. I think it's safe to say.
Nice. Solo Shatter again coming out from Krizmenji. Krizmenji making his way back to point, makes it so that flip is unable to happen. They got to stay on. There's one left.
Very close.
Overtime going down. Can anyone hop on? Unable to do so. High University takes the first map after a long DC technical difficulty. We're able to get back into it with maybe. I know there was a little bit of a beat missed for the gap, but as soon as we got the gameplay going, it seemed to be pretty quick. Teams got it. Maybe we somehow gave Toledo the map. Maybe they were already there, but
sure.
We got it right here. We got Akusora coming on with the Dragon Blade. Right at the spawn doors, man. That is the epitome of what this game has been so far.
High five at the spawn door with a sword. That's a very dangerous thing to do. High five the spawn door with a sword. You know, I don't recommend that. It's not good.
Yeah, make sure you got a good team behind you, and I think he realized he has. But I believe we're doing straight through, right? We're not.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're gonna carry through against a different team. I think we might want to carry through, but as you said earlier, Kev, I think Toledo's just wanting to knock this one out. They've had a DC already. I think they're ready to maybe go grab some Chipotle after this. That doesn't sound like a terrible thing.
I had Chipotle today for this afternoon.
Absolutely. Chipotle, if you're out there, if you want to sponsor us, absolutely. Hit us up.
There's the president of the club in him.
I can say that
because yeah. All right, we're going on to Kings Row.
Classic. Everyone likes to go Kings Row.
Everyone likes to pick Kings Row against us, and I think it's for a decent reason.
I think it's for a great reason
too.
Offense,
Coach. No.
I was just about to say I'm not afraid to admit that Kings Row is rough for us. We scrim it a lot. We scrim it very, very often, and we're trying to improve. Looks like we're loading into the winter version of Kings Row, which might be interesting. I'm not sure if somebody intentionally did that or not. I don't think it matters very much. But
you think they didn't? We want Kings Row winter.
Yeah, I honestly think it might have been some of our guys requesting it over some of their guys requesting it. So
and the Toledo probably just went along with it at the moment.
It's pretty colors, it's a different look to it. It's like kind of a Christmas in July thing, except it's not even close to July. It's only April, so it's close. We're closer to July than we are to April, so I think we're closer to July than we are to December. So
I don't know. I think we're attacking first. If I'm looking at it, I'm literally just taking a wild guess. I have no idea if the colors mean anything.
So it just depends. Certain ESC teams will, when you take a loss on a map, you get to pick the map, and then the second team gets to pick whether they attack or defend the point. So it looks like we have elected to defend first point on Kings Row.
And here we see the off rolls coming on to play right now.
There we go. Yep.
We have Slow-O, our support main, going on to the tank playing the Reinhardt. Water, another support main going on to DPS playing the Sojourn. Akusora, Muck staying on the DPS. He doesn't want to have any fun, I guess. Krizmenji going towards Krizmenji. Akusora playing the supports here for the day.
The great thing about Zach, too, is not only is he like top 30 in North America on tank, he's also GM on DPS. So you can put him on any role you want, and he's probably going to perform.
We will see much of a beat skip when it comes to the team we have right now. We are funneled a lot of teams. Krizmenji is waiting. Muck gets the trap mine right at the front door. Krizmenji is waiting. Is Krizmenji trying to rush this? Tries to do it. Can he do it? Does get hit. The will to live has been lost by that Widowmaker. Slept. You do have a sleep in the top. I believe that is Reaper. As you said, Reaper has been playing right now. Yep. I was kind of a Reaper doubter for a little bit. Water does go down to a headshot by the Widowmaker on that top. Slow-O not going down, but he is really close. He's going to need a couple healing right there. Playing this corner, waiting for his team. Krizmenji is going really dangerous. Trap and Annie. Cleanse saves the Reinhardt, but does not save the Lucio right behind him. Slow-O fighting for it right there. That Reinhardt charges Torm, relying on his team to really keep him alive. These charges of his not been the most advised, I'd say, at least, but Muck has just been chucking his nades anywhere. Slow-O getting the other Reinhardt. A little bit of a Reinhardt diff going on right there. Krizmenji getting the Widowmaker on top of the window, going right back and down to help his team. I think Krizmenji is playing our third DPS here today, and he gets his 2 kills right there. Slow-O getting the Reaper himself.
Water with only 24% of an ultimate charge. That is a very interesting number to see on my screen. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing.
Ultimate coming out from really huge shatter. Slow again, one trying to get the second one right there. Looks like he will. There we are. He will get it. Now he's in the corner waiting. Will we have the call outs from Toledo? Let him know it up. Yep. Toledo doesn't know where it is, but Toledo. I don't know. don't know. Toledo seems to be trying to have a little bit of a truce going on. I saw the Cassidy trying to do a little bit of some teabagging.
Potentially, yeah. Definitely.
I'd love to see the stats right now. See how much the healers are healing, how much eliminations everyone's getting. What's the spread looking like right now?
Is Water playing on an N64 controller? I have to go back and check because 35% ult on their first fight is not something.
Oh, wow. Crazy Man G
goodness.
just getting the nano. Basically standing on top of a Widowmaker right now, seeing what he can do. Slow-mo getting the Reinhardt and not getting the Reinhardt. I'm sorry, got the Kiriko, who looked like teleporting to the Reinhardt at the wrong time.
Oh wait, I'm seeing our Sojourn player all the way in the back of the map, not even participating. So I think this has been a 4v5 the entire time.
And Game Observer, can you go to Sojourn real quick?
I wanted to see. Yep, just hanging out by the presence. That's very cool. All right, no big deal.
Muck did use his ultimate, get a kill slow, again getting the Reinhardt. Water just having his fun back there.
Just
looking
enjoying
at the
presence.
Trying to enjoy
absolutely.
the Christmas vibe back going on Crazy Man G. Again, going up to try to challenge the Widowmaker. You can see what's going on. Slow-mo spray painting the ground with everything he can. Looks like Slow-mo might be joining his teammate in the back line.
I'm not sure where he's going. He's definitely going on an adventure.
Is he switching? Is he switching heroes?
think it might be a switch to a different hero. Might be seeing the Wrecking Ball or the Zarya, perhaps.
If Zach gets him to switch the ball, I'd be. Oh,
there we go. The Wrecking Ball. There it is.
Oh, yep. Dude, the propaganda by Crazy Man G to play ball. Crazy Man G is just sitting up there, waiting and watching. This Widowmaker has learned not to go to that window, but has not learned not to go anywhere near where he is. Gets a kill with that right there. Kitsune Rush just come out. There are 2 ticks for Solo. Did go off the ball immediately. That's what I see. Beat drop does come out. Akusor in a bad position. Doesn't have any of his abilities, but the Reinhardt just gives up on it. Goes back to try to help his team. Gets Water. Water somehow, who was a pacifist the entire game, decides to hop in and dives to a pin. Crazy Man G getting 2. Crazy Man G has to be leading the elims with like 4 more
I think so. I
than
think you're
everybody
probably
else.
right. I think you're probably right.
continually see his name up there. Do you see a pharmacy coming out? This is a good map for a pharmacy, but Crazy Man G somehow wall rides to the Mercy. Sleep going on the Cassidy. Wow. Lucio trying to make
oh my god,
point.
the beat on the point. That was awesome.
Crazy Man G is waiting for this Mercy. Mercy will not be able to get to point if Crazy Man G's life depends on it. Muck and Slow-mo both get a kill. Crazy Man G is sitting right there at point, and I think even with that, Ohio University still gave up 2 ticks.
That's very true. Yeah. When I said that you could expect a little bit of fun, this is par for the course to what we were planning on. So, yeah. If you tuned in today to see some really high-level Overwatch from our very highly ranked varsity team, I'm sorry you picked the wrong day to tune in. I hope you still have fun watching this, though. This is pretty wild.
Crazy Man G clips on your screen right now. He is going off on that Lucio. I wonder how many hours he has on Lucio to be that good. Or you just think
he's very good. I mean, he's definitely in the top 500 for all 3 roles. So I'm not sure exactly what his rank is on that hero, but I know he's very, very high. So I think at one point he was even higher than Slow-mo as well on support. So
that's true. Slow-mo did kind of start pretty low on the support leaderboard at least, but he definitely has made his way up, breaking top 500. I believe end of last season, and then he's kept it this season. I'm not quite sure what the ranking is there, but he is still top 500. Now, interesting fact, I was playing with Slow-mo. He was standing right next to me today, and he was VOD reviewing as I was playing Winston Quick Play, trying to learn him. So let's see if he follows his own tips. He told me a couple things. I'll be making sure. I'll be trying to watch and learn, but I'll be also trying to make sure he's listening to what he's been telling me.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So very important. See how it goes there.
We are seeing a bit of a meta comp out of Toledo. I think this is probably the comp that they're really comfortable on. They're trying to practice something that's very, very strong. Normally, you would see in replace of this Kiriko, you'd probably see an Ana here. But it's pretty close to what I would consider very strong. I know a lot of teams are playing Winston as well. Oh, Water with the early pick.
My University immediately gets 1 pick right there. I don't know what that strat was, but we do see Water and Crazy Man G go down pretty quickly, but the Roadhog goes down as well. Slow is able to still be kept alive, but I don't know how much longer he will be. It looks like enough for Ohio University to get the win. Is ready to get the first tick, and we're getting the second right there. Just a complete mess of a first attack from Ohio University, getting the res off for the heck of it. But Ohio University getting the second pick. Waiting, and so much gameplay. In fact, I couldn't say anything. I would just watch a lot going on, and a lot happened pretty quickly. Ohio University as we expected, calmly and easily takes the second point after having a little bit of fun there. I wonder if you can see a little bit more of the switching when it comes to alpha. We can see a slow on the DPS, the dips.
I can almost guarantee you after this Lucio play the game. Well, let's check this out. Let's see Crazy Man G on the Lucio. I missed the patch where Lucio did damage if you landed on somebody's head. I think they should bring that back, make that a feature in the real game. There you go.
Luckily gets the Kiriko at the end there. You see that shoot at the Reinhardt. Kiriko teleports and then gets killed right there. Drew from... No, wait, no, hold on. We got the Dr. 10 has out of Toledo's lineup at the moment. I'm not quite sure. There is a problem there. I hope not, because we already have one technical difficulty. I do not want to second today. But we'll just have to see. Ohio University... I don't know. I like to see a lot. I like to see just more switches. Let's see Slow-O on the DPS. Let's see Akusora on... I don't know, tank. I don't know. Does Akusora play anything else besides DPS?
I not to my knowledge, no. You know, Jackson, he came from the console days. He was very highly ranked on console. And he actually came to our tryout wanting to try it on console. We're like, oh, just like try it on PC, see if you can do it, see if you can make it work. He like showed up and just dominated everybody. So if there's anything that he can do, I believe he can do it. I believe he can play DPS at the highest level like he does every week. I think he can play any role at the highest level if he puts his mind to it.
So you're saying he wanted to play, he came to the tryouts that day and was like, all right, where's the controllers at?
That's exactly right.
Yep. Buddy, we don't do that here. Buddy,
But he filled out our form and everything. We showed up and he was like, hey, I'm interested in playing on console because I'm top 500 on console. We were like, wow, top 500 on console. That's like, we don't get a lot of top 500s period, but top 500 on console, that's really impressive. But we were like, hey, we want to make sure that everybody's trying on a PC. Tried on a PC and like dominated everybody. That skill transfers over. You might not have the thumb skill, but that game knowledge, the map awareness, the hero knowledge, all of that stuff transfers.
Everything besides mechanical transfer.
Everything besides mechanical.
Probably hit the ground running really quickly, really easy on that. But hopefully we're going to be loaned in soon. A lot of laughter going on behind me, so that's always good to hear. Especially, no reason not to here tonight. But go ahead. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I was at those trials. I do not remember. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't remember Akusora very much, but he must have left a very good impression if he's on the team here now.
Yeah, everybody here made a really great first impression. A lot of these guys are newcomers. They're freshmen to the team, to the organization as well. Just newcomers, except for Landon. Landon's actually been here as long as I have. He's been a storied part.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Landon's been a storied part of our franchise. He was here from the very beginning. He was here back when I was starting. There's I was gonna say we cut to the picture of Landon. There he is. Yeah, the man on your screen right there. He's been an integral part of our program. He's been here from the jump. I played on a team with him back when I was playing for our club teams as well. So Landon's been around for a while, but everybody else is new. All except for Nick, I would say. Slow-O. He actually played on our Valorant roster, and he, alongside our Valorant team, actually made it to the semifinals of the Valorant ESC tournament, which was super impressive. So he's going to find his way into the semifinals of the Overwatch tournament, which is a nice little badge of honor for him. He's got 2 jerseys, one with Valorant, one with Overwatch on it, so he can kind of flex those.
We are going to move to Shambali Monastery. That is a payload. I always want to say push, but push is now an actual game mode.
Right.
So I was going to correct myself to payload. But Shambali Monastery payload. This is kind of we haven't seen Shambali, right?
We haven't. No, this is really interesting from Toledo. I think this is an attempt at them to maybe try to throw us a little bit, maybe an attempt to put us on a map we're not as comfortable with, or maybe this is a map that they're super comfortable with. But you're absolutely right. Not a lot of people pick Shambali. This is it's a newer map. It came out, I believe, 2 seasons ago. Now at this point, and it's not a lot of people have strategies for this. A lot of people play the Sigma. They play a lot of poke with Ashe and Widow, Kiriko, that kind of thing. Here we're not necessarily seeing that, I think, just because we're having fun. But not a lot of Shambali. I think this is definitely a map that behooves hit scan. I think you got nice long angles to kind of take hit scans shots from.
You say that, but your team has 0 hit scan.
Oh yeah, we're throwing. Yeah, we're totally throwing. Absolutely. No, that's okay. You can see from Toledo side as well. They're definitely opting to go that double hit scan route as well.
Yeah, that's true. They have the hit scan. Again, the trap and mine has gotten another victim here for Toledo, as Crazy Benji gets one, then gets picked up by the Reinhardt pretty quickly after. There's a little bit of a vengeance move right there. Slow-O, not wanting to be shown up by Crazy Benji, goes back onto his pick of Lucio. Let's see what he can do with what he is given.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw our Crazy Man G there doing some crazy stuff on Lucio and said, no, I can do that better. I can play that. And as we can see, he very clearly can't do it better.
Maybe cannot. Yeah, maybe
he can't do it better.
Maybe he's a system Lucio. Not very good.
He's more of those Reddit Lucios that you see online of hitting those crazy rollouts, but like don't actually heal or do anything for your team.
Diving as a Junkrat. Hasn't got a pick yet. There we go. Gets the Zenyatta. Akusor going to pick on the Ash right there. Crazy still somehow was alive. He was alive for way longer than he should have been. High University is really playing this one fast and loose at the moment. Really want to see if they can hold this first point. They're playing so dangerous, so loose. I wouldn't be surprised if Toledo strings a couple ults together and this goes a little longer than we're expecting.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, totally. I think they're playing definitely a really strong comp, a lot stronger of a comp than we are. So if they're able to execute,
for sure, yeah.
You know, we're definitely going to might see some change of the pace here.
Akusor looks like he's going to get a pick, but Muck does go down pretty early. That's one healer down for Raw University, but it is Brig, so the healing numbers are there, but just not something you got to worry about. The worst amount. Bath goes down. Reinhardt is left. Reinhardt is making his way towards.
Oh.
Akusor says no, no, no.
A little early preview of Lifeweaver's yank there, except on the other team.
Except that's a teammate right there. Crazy somehow getting the Pharah. Maybe he double mind jumped up there to get that. But loved if we could see that one again. Crazy immediately almost getting Drew, unable to really finish off the kill due to the immortality. Ignoring the Reinhardt, immediately just goes right to the spawn door and gets a kill. High University has Riptire. Can Riptire go through? The Riptire can't go through those yellows.
It cannot go through the yellows.
It's got to stay just right there. All right.
Yep.
Looks like he is wanting to put this out. He unable to climb the ladder, gets hit right there by the fence, gets killed right there by through the Moira. Aqualad, the Pharah gets another one. Tank does go down for Toledo as well as another DPS. Dragon Blade does come out, I believe, from a High University. That is Akusor trying to. No, that's water. I'm sorry. I'm used to regular things. Water, I know, able to get 2. And High University has picked themselves up a team kill while being down by 2 picks, losing Crazy and I believe Muck pretty early on. Maybe I think Muck's not built for the Brig. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna take a wild guess right there.
Well, we're seeing from Toledo going on to the Mercy here, the Pharah Mercy. That's really pretty good against the composition that we're currently running right now. We don't have a lot of long-range hit scan to pick those Pharahs and Mercies out of the sky, so it's going to be an opportunity for Toledo to rally here and maybe make something happen.
That's true. Toledo has done a good job of picking it around. Both supports do go down for High University. Akusor is in the back line right there, goes down immediately. Riptire is available for Crazy Man G. Looks like maybe he's trying to find a little corner to use it. There we are.
Looks like it.
Let's see if this Riptire can be big. He is climbing the ladder at the moment, really just jumping down, trying not to get hit. Waiting to see who his victim is going to be for, and it looks like it's just going to be tormenting this Mercy until finally he decides that it's time for you to die. But he's going to be in the back line of that team. He's doing a little bit of a flank mission right now against Toledo. Toledo is going towards this first point. They do have 2 ultimates on the board, one coming up pretty soon. So like I was
going to say Toledo has Transcendence, but that was cut off a little early there. That's unfortunate.
Beat drop did go down by Slow-Wo. Able to climb the ladder, get the Akusor finishes it off, but the Pharah does go down to High University. It looks like they'll be pushing up to the spawn door, try to keep Toledo as far away from the payload as they can. 1 ultimate on the board just from Akusor. Surprised we haven't honestly seen it already. He's been kind of holding this for like 30 seconds, which is like 20 seconds more than what we've seen here today. Jeff Given uses High Noon to get the kill. Justice rain from Hellfire, I believe, from there. But those ultimates just weren't enough. No movement to get to the point. High University able to hold them for the first one, but they did get pretty close. I believe I want to say 50 meters away from where they need to. Maybe, what is that, 23? Doubled?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, pretty close. I mean, I was surprised. No, I'm terrible at math, so don't ask me any math questions. But I was surprised from Toledo that, they held a couple of ults at the very end there. I think they were sitting on Transcendence, and they were sitting on one other ult right at the very end there. I think it might have been High Noon or something. Elected not to use it there. I think at least touching with, 15 seconds left with Transcendence just to get the overtime to tick over is definitely a good use of your Trance. If you can't find another way to use it anywhere else, definitely just try. But, man, Zen is so hard to play against the Junker Queen. Because that ult rips through your team, Trance does nothing. The anti-grenade hits.
Your ultimate just gets.
Well, that's it. That's nothing. So, curious to see what we're going to be running here. I can definitely picture us trying to do some shenaniganery here, as they like to say.
I can already see the shenaniganery happening.
Some silly picks here. It is what it is. We're just having fun. But I think I don't know that anybody has switched roles in game. I think we're staying for the most part on the same roles that we were on.
Crazy Man G did go off the.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, he went towards the support role. Let Water have his time to shine on Somber, but definitely a comp you'll never see anywhere else in a competitive setting.
Absolutely.
I don't know you'll ever see something like this. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Toledo back on kind of a meta comp too. I'm surprised.
Slow immediately gets picked off by a Lucio. Looks like he's trying to get revenge for what Crazy Man G did to his brethren earlier. Akasaur's kind of on a flank. He honestly might be, he could have gotten the C9, but decided to just go straight for a hack on the Reinhardt coming out right there. Cancels the charge. I'm sorry. Water using his teleportation. Get out of there. High University gets three picks. Reinhardt's last one left alive as the tank taken down by Slow.
And that might seem like a kind of a throw, but honestly, I think that was very smart from Toledo. They decided to hold at the spawn doors, and the reason they did that is so they could get at least one fight before the cart continued to progress, so that they'd have an opportunity to get multiple fights. Now, this Lucio is kind of, maybe throwing his life away here, but I think the strategy overall was pretty sound overall. I don't think it was the wrong thing to do.
So we're trying Akasaur and Buck. We're chasing down that Lucio for maybe a little too long. Definitely had the good survivability, good wall rides for Rogue Void on the Toledo team. Slow finally, I think, gets his first headshot. He was being the body shot bandit for here for the little bit of the game, but he did get his headshot on the Tracer too, which makes it even more pressure. Akasaur goes down to the Bastion somewhere off in Neverland apparently. Reinhardt literally on point, just kind of by himself, 1v1ing a Widow and now a Moira. This Moira looks like will be dead pretty soon. That kind of looked like it took longer than expected, but Ohio University. I mean, yeah, they're playing, like we said, they're playing fast and loose with a lot of different heroes. So really just wonder to see who's gonna get the first couple picks. Who's just gonna make an absurd play that's gonna allow High University to get this.
At this rate, I feel like we might even just lose this map to Toledo here.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. At what time do you just start switching to heroes you can win with?
That's a great question. I think it's probably now if I had to say anything about it. But
Slow-o.
Oh my goodness.
Slow getting baited. Crazy Man G going down Akasaur, switching to the Junker Queen. See what he can do. Still not the best pick against the Bastion, but this Bastion is going a little far. Looks like he'll be going down pretty soon. Akasaur again, one pick. Let's see if he can kind of ride this momentum, go through. Water using the hack to try to get this Tracer. Tracer blinks out of there, right in front of him. Unable to get the hack before it goes off. Earth Shatter going down. Did anyone get
shattered?
Doesn't look like
it hit anybody. No, I don't think so.
Crazy Man G gums there as Zenyatta then immediately gets stuck. Kiriko rush does. Considering rush does go out. EMP goes out as well. High University, a minute and a half left. Have a long way to go. They really need to start making up some time here now. Get a couple picks. Tracer has been able to survive for a while. Sojourn has become the new target of this team right there. Slow-o, unaware of his surroundings, gets headshot and killed by the Sombra. The Tracer, I'm sorry. High University finally able to get some kind of movement on the point. They're actually going to have to kind of play a little bit more cohesive right now. I think maybe giving a little too much hope for this Toledo team in terms of ableness to win. Akasaur really playing aggressive with that Junker Queen. Not a lot of healing going his way with a Lucio Zenyatta duo healing him.
Yeah, Akasaur currently has his ultimate. There it goes. We see it hits a lot of people. Does it get cleansed? Does Drew hit the cleanse? Doesn't look like might have had the Suzu available. But
we did have B-Drop coming out, which did help them keep their live. Reinhardt did go down. Water switching towards the Tracer. Definitely more of a serious pick from a High University as they are waiting. Slow-o using whatever ability Crank Crazy Man G going down pretty quick with the Zen. And a High University, after maybe some raised heart rates from my co-caster, High University takes the third map with, I wouldn't say ease, but they definitely were playing pretty loose with it. Playing definitely a lot of different characters. Akasaur getting to play the game on the Junker Queen. Let's watch how we got here.
Looks like right after the ultimate came out. Just cleaning up some kills.
Using that bleed ability that Junker Queen has just to kind of get the final couple kills to really help the team get there. But our University getting the win against the team we pretty much knew a win was going to happen, as you can see by the, as you said, the shenanigans or shenanigans or whatever word you decided to use there. So, Coach, what'd you think of your team? Give me the lowdown, all right? A little quick TLDR. A little quick. What happened? What'd you like? What'd you not like? Let's get out of here.
Played fine. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this game, to be honest. I am very much looking forward to next week, though, our game against Northeastern. They are an incredible team. They're coached by an incredible group of folks out there. So no matter what happens, I'm super proud of our guys making the progress that they've done. Like I said, we're locked in for playoffs, especially after this win. So next week will be a really tough game, and then the games after that will be even harder. So we got definitely an uphill battle, but our guys have incredible calves. They can walk up hills all day long, so it doesn't matter.
When you go to Ohio University Athens, you better be able to walk up a hill every once in a while.
And if you don't, your calves are gonna be able to, they're gonna be able to break rocks or something by the time you're done going to school here for 4 years. So
yeah. All right, is that all you got?
I think so, yeah.
All right,
tune in next week, I guess, if you want to see our Northeastern game. I won't be here. Somebody much better at their job will be here than I am. I'll be back there.
Job, Pat. You did wonderful today.
Thank you. But yeah, please tune into our games, and then make sure to tune in when we hit the playoffs. It's going to be a great games, great series. A lot of really intense, high-level Overwatch will be taking place. So this was kind of a goofy little fun thing. But if you're interested in high-level Overwatch, definitely tune in. We'll be playing some serious opponents.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Tune in next week. Thank you for watching today. Goodbye.